Hello, what's up? I'm Brian doing a video, and I felt like this was kind of needed to do, and also I've been wanting to do a live stream for a while. Um, so this is going on my phone, so I'm sorry if I don't get through all the messages going on here. I'm trying to find something to prop up my phone. Oh, that's a little too high. Um, I don't know what to use. I guess my camera's just gonna be high, but no, I don't like this. How to do this. I am so professional now, aren't I? Only one viewer. Kind of weird. I'm on the right channel now, aren't I? I don't have something to check. There should be a chat going on. Welcome to the live chat. Reminder to guard your blah 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 YouTube. Yeah, we've been going on for a minute now, and it seems like nobody's showing up. This is kind of weird. I do hope I'm on the right channel. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right channel. Oh, 2 viewers. I'm pretty sure when people come back and watch this video, it's going to be very entertaining. You know what? I'm going to set up while this is happening. Did people just not like that combiner video? Because there are a couple of things I need to say. Ta-da! You have more light. Alright. Should I just start discussing the combiner thing, or should I just wait for more people? Again, don't know why there's no check going on right now. Oh, there we go. CCTC1234. The Magnus Prime Toy Reviews. People are showing up now. Hooray. I'm just waiting for some people to show up because there is stuff I need to talk about. Hello. Nathan. Okay, good. People are coming in. So I might as well just start talking about the combiner video. A lot of people seem to be upset with me over that. Some people are even giving me attitude over it. And I want to clarify a few things because it seems like either people just didn't get why I made the video or whatever. So yesterday, or was it yesterday? Or was it just last night? Well, whatever. Anyways, the other day I made a video talking about Combiner Wars and the whole gimmick and how I'm getting kind of tired of seeing the same thing over and over again because they announced that they were doing the Abominus, like this. And I thought, okay, well, hooray, they're doing that again, and I'm just not excited for it. And people got upset with me over that. And people brought to light that, well, you didn't think of the people who missed the opportunity to get Abominus because it was hard to get or they didn't have money at the time. So it's perfect to get the Takara Abominus. Actually, more people are gonna come in, so I'm gonna restart talking about this. I'm not gonna restart the live stream. I'm just gonna start talking about this. Um, so again, the other day I made a video talking about the Combiner Wars gimmick and the new Abominus coming out from the Generation Selects line, and I talked about how I'm just tired of combiners in general. Mostly because I got the Abominus already, and it seems like, oh, we're getting another Abominus? And people have seem to have not liked my opinion on that. So here I'm going to clarify a couple of things. The first thing I want to bring up is the main point that people keep saying, and that is, well, you didn't think about the people that wanted Abominus but couldn't afford it or couldn't find it. And I'm going to say it's good that people have a second opportunity to get the Abominus. it's not a bad idea for Hasbro to do that for the people that wanted it, especially when it's upgraded compared to the original one. Um, and it's much like the Takara figure. Someone also pointed out that Takara never got the Abominus, but they did. It was just the Hasbro version redone, but it did get a Takara release, at least from what I can recall. But anyways, I'm not centering the screen. There we go. That's a little bit better. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought. So yes, you guys have a second opportunity to get it, but I already have mine, so I don't need it. You know, the video was my personal opinion about the combiners and Abominus and you know those things in general, and how I was tired of the gimmick. Um, so you know you're excited for Abominus. That's good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you can get something or you have another opportunity to get that figure. But for me personally, and the video was just my personal opinion, I don't need it. And it's the same thing with Volcanicus. I didn't need it. So seeing two figures back to back come out for the combiner sets, I mean, I would have preferred something brand new. But again, people might have missed out on Volcanicus and might want that. Good for them. But I got Volcanicus, so I don't need it. I'm not going to pretend to be excited to get Abominus and Volcanicus in the line because they exist. And I also want to make a point. Yes, I don't have to buy them. That is completely fair. But I can still have my opinion on it. Another point someone made recently. I'm trying to remember all the points that people have made. I wish I could go back to it, but I can't with the live stream going on. So, hello. Um, Someone got really upset because I'm supposed to appreciate the combiners. And if I didn't appreciate the combiners, I would have never gotten Superion, Menasor, Defensor, even the Optimus Maximus. Bruticus was one of the main ones I wanted. Because Hasbro didn't really do a lot of those combiners unless it was relevant at the time, like the Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. For them to actually push out and go ahead and go after combiners, making sets of 5 characters all related to one thing, and to keep doing that throughout the line, that was a pretty big deal because it felt like Hasbro didn't really want to do teams so much. They wanted to do Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and some of the main characters from whatever show they're on. And so when Combiners rolled around, it was pretty exciting. I was super excited for Superion. I think the Superion figure is pretty cool. But let me tell you this. With the Combiner Wars gimmick, it's going to be running through 6 years when the new Abominus comes out. And throughout those 6 years, we've had, I actually counted about, you know, give or take, if you count the Takara figures, you know, that are meant to represent the Hasbro ones, just, you know, their version of it, or the multiple amounts of, you know, figures that don't really connect to an actual combiner. And what I mean by that is not physically, but they're not, you know, they don't have to combine to anything. They're just out there. There's about 22 combiners using that gimmick. And again, you can count it however way you want, but there's about 22 that I counted. And that's not counting Devastator and Predaking because they use kind of a entirely different system. So 22 combiners, that's a lot going through those 6 years. But not only that, those 22 combiners have 5 figures each, and that's about what, 110? I'm bad at math. So that's 110 figures right there, all using the same gimmick. And then that's not even counting all the other figures. You know, because we got we've got that punch counterpunch that I think was a repaint of Streetwise. You know, that was a collector's con thing. I'm not talking about the Prime Wars one. That was an Amazon exclusive. We've got another Blast Off, which was proper. Uh, let's see what else we had. We had a whole bunch of them. We had I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Um, we had Jazz. We had Dreadwind. We have Blackwing. We have I was about to say Moonracer, but eventually they made a combiner for that. We had Starscream. We had Inferno. We had those are mostly Power of the Primes, but I'm sure if I look through Combiner Wars, I'll find a whole bunch of them. My point is that that's a lot of figures that share the same gimmick, and I'm supposed to be excited for another figure to come out that also has that same gimmick. Of course, I'm going to be tired of combiners. It's another one that's using that same gimmick that we've seen over and over and over again. Like, if you are excited for that, then that's entirely fine. That wasn't my point, is to stop combiners. But for some reason, because I made that video, people think that I just want them to stop or that you guys shouldn't have it. No, I'm glad that people will get another chance to get Abominus. I'm actually, one of the first things I thought is, oh, I'm glad that we're getting this because it's kind of like what Takara should have released and not just a straight up not repaint, but a re-release of what we already got for Hasbro, because I miss the days when we had the Hasbro figure and then we had the Takara figure. And this seems to be kind of like that. When we had the Takara box sets of Superion, Menasor, I think they did Bruticus, Defensor. That was cool. But again, I'm not going to fake my enthusiasm because people want me to. Like, I don't get why I have to be excited for this. And that's my personal opinion on it. It wasn't to go attack you guys, or it wasn't to say you guys shouldn't be excited. Oh, thank you, Spinster Productions, for $4.99. Is that a mammoth in the top corner? There's a mammoth box right there. Good eye. Let's see. There was a dragon wing in the way. There's the mammoth itself. Very nice set. But anyways, my point is that I'm not going to fake enthusiasm, and it's not like it started with Abominus. It's been since even Leo Kaiser. I was kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but So yeah, I'm just trying to make that point, is that the point of the video wasn't stop making combiners, or you shouldn't be excited for combiners. I don't know why when I say my opinion on the actual combiners themselves, people assume that I'm just out here to say you shouldn't like them. No, if you have a different opinion on it, that's fine. Someone even said that they downvoted the video, and it's like, okay, but that's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure more people would have disliked if they, wanted to. But, like, obviously that's up to them. But seeing the comments, I'm pretty sure more people would have. They just didn't really bother to. If you get what I'm saying. But this was my personal opinion. Okay? And when people say that, oh, well, you forgot that some people are going to be excited for this. Okay, but then that's not my opinion. That misses the point of the video, because the point of the video is my opinion. So yeah, I just think maybe I wasn't clear about that, but I did write in the video opinion, so it is just my opinion. And saying I'm tired of combiners doesn't mean I hate combiners. It just means we've had a lot of them. And it's not like we can't come back to it. It's just I've gotten tired of them. So, especially considering how good Siege is and Earthrise to me. It's like, okay, it kind of it also kind of feels like we're going backwards when I see those, because with Power of the Primes, I did not like a lot of those figures so much. I mean, they're like I'm more I probably feel more positive towards Power of the Primes than some other people, but I will acknowledge they are not the best toy, or it's not the best toy line we've gotten. So when I do see Abominus, it's kind of like we're going backwards, because I felt like, oh, we're finally out of Power of the Primes and we're getting into something really good, and then we're going backwards. And again, I don't have to buy it. I don't. But that doesn't mean I don't have an opinion on it. I'm just coming in. People are really mad uh, that mad at your opinion. Good lord, yeah. And maybe I'm making a bigger deal than it needs to be. Maybe I am. But I just wanted to make that point because people are upset with me. It's like, well, I'm sorry I have an opinion. I'm not here to cater to people. I'm not gonna fake enthusiasm. I'm not. And why should I? I shouldn't have to. This is my channel. I do have an opinion, so if you don't like that, that's fine. But the whole point of the video as well was, like, I've been seeing more combiners show up, and it's not like it's a bad thing, but it doesn't excite me. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't, or it does. I needed to clarify that because it was pretty important for me to, I think so. Um, I'm pretty sure there were other points that people had made, but I don't remember. Dance, my puppet, dance! Hey, Justin, you can share your opinion however you want. I respect it. Oh, good, I have permission. My opinion is Voltron is cool. Yes, Earthrise Skylinks. It's been a messed up day, and this stream helps a little. Why didn't I get the notification for it? We were just talking about how I have to be excited for combiners for other people. And I am excited that other people get to experience Abominus, because I like Abominus. I actually really do. I love the separate figures, especially. And combined, I mean, that is straight up Abominus, and I love the overall look of that. But I'm not going to pretend to be excited for another Abominus, because I already have an Abominus. I've seen combiners for so long. Let's look at all the repaints from the Dead End figure, because that's infamous. Dead End. That's another point. Actually, before we count all the Dead End repaints, I want to make a point. Again, with being excited for Combiner Wars, is that Siege and Earthrise, they have a lot of repaints going for them. But the difference between Siege and Earthrise and Prime Wars is that with Siege and Earthrise, most of the repaints are just like one or two figures after the original mold. It seems like almost every figure has a repaint, with the exception of Smashdown, some of the Battlemasters, the other Battlemasters, and Springer. And I'm pretty sure there's other ones, but I can't remember. So, I mean, Astro Train as well. So, okay, we got one or two repaints, give or take, some are going to be different, like the Cliff Jumper mold. But then you go into the Prime Wars, and it's like, especially for combiners, one figure makes about 10 figures. So I've seen a lot of the same thing. Let's count the Dead End repaints. So there's Dead End, there's Streetwise, there's the Wild Rider repaint, whatever his name was, because they changed his name for whatever dumb reason. And then there's, did I say Streetwise? Well, whenever Streetwise or Prowl, whatever, which one. Um, and then okay, it skips over Bruticus, and then Smoke Screen. There was a Blue Streak. There was a Victorion figure. I never got the Victorion. I don't think Computron ever got one, and I'm not going to count the Takara, re-releases for the Hasbro stuff. So I know there's a Menasor and blah blah blah, but still, that's meant to counter the Hasbro figure. So, what else? I'm not gonna count the Chrome Dome. There was, I'm pretty sure, is there one from the Tripredacus Council? I think there was, but I'm not sure. Um, I know there's more because I counted a lot more. There's a punch counter punch. There was a unit something, I think, and I'm pretty sure there's more than that. I counted last night and I was like rolling off a whole bunch of them. So yeah, what's the name of that green movie Bumblebee Transformer? I don't know. G2 Dead End. That's another one. Unit 3, yes. And I'm supposed to be excited for another combiner set. And I can't stress this enough. If you are excited, that's good. I'm glad that you want something. I'm glad that there's an Abominus set that you can get. I'm glad that you got another chance to get it and you might be able to afford it. But and people keep making the point that people make the point that it revolves around their opinion or how they feel about it, and that's fine. But the video was my opinion. So, just trying to make that point. I'll be right back. I want to get my juice. As well as a couple of small things. Again, I love my Abominus. I really do. I think it's a great toy, but I'm not going to pretend to be excited for a new one. You're excited? That's cool. But I'm not going to pretend to be. I really found it funny. I have to appreciate combiners. And it's like, I have a whole bunch of combiners. If I didn't appreciate combiners, I would have never gotten them. It's just the gimmick has been used quite a lot. We finally got out of it for a while. And then, they kind of put it back, and it's like, compare that to the quality of Siege. Yeah, I just grabbed a whole bunch of my new figures from the other room. I got the Bumblebee. This is the first movie studio series that's the actual proper Camaro that we should have gotten for a while, but they just wanted to really hammer down the old Camaro style. But I really do like that. Yeah. More in the chat. Oh yeah, for some reason it's not scrolling down. The green Bumblebee. Oh, that's a custom Lair E. It's an old figure that Larry Arch Productions, that was his mascot. Hey, did you know there was an upgrade? Oh my god, yes, I know about the upgrade kits. I made combined mode with airway grease pit. Ooh. Oh, Lair E. Yes. We need a new generation's wind blade. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Let's see. Okay, so I got that Bumblebee, and then I also got the Shatter right here. She's pretty cool. If you guys want my opinion on that, or if you guys want to argue with that. um, then I got that Megatron, which is a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be whatever, especially with that Revenge of the Fallen Megatron chest. You barely even notice the Megatron chest. Um, because the torso is the same thing from the Revenge of the Fallen figure. It shouldn't be that. Megatron technically has a different torso, but here's the thing: it's all a bunch of metal plating and swirls and stuff. So it's like it really doesn't matter after a while. And then I also got this Siege Springer. He's a really cool little figure. A little fiddly with the transformation. Some parts of the transformation I do not like, but otherwise he's pretty cool. And then last but not least is the Transformers Earthrise Starscream. Now, I want to talk about Starscream for a bit. LV, that's gross. So I want to talk about Starscream for a bit. So I thought that Starscream was not going to be good, but I wanted him anyways because I'm stupid dumb boy who wants Hasbro toy because Hasbro I'm a drone to Hasbro apparently, even though I can speak for myself. Anyways, I wanted it anyways because it's much like that deluxe figure that I wanted for a long time and never got, and it's in a more proper scale. Oh, Spinster Productions. Honestly, there's only one combiner I want, an Earthrise style Bruticus. That would be cool. And thank you for the donation again. Thank you so much. But that would be awesome to see an Earthrise Bruticus. See, if they do a brand new combiner that's intertwined to the Siege line and Earthrise line, that would be cool. I would love to see all these gimmicks and stuff implemented into a figure of that style. But anyways, so what I was getting at was there's a lot of problems with the Starscream. The main one is the shoulders up here and how they tab in. Because it's super tight, you have to pretty much twist the plastic around. And then inside, there's a joint that seems to stress. Also, there's no waist articulation, but we've had so many figures. I mean, look at Studio Series without that, so it's like, I don't really care. It would be cool to have it, and I feel like they could have had it, but considering that there's this little piece that goes into the waist, I don't think that it would be possible how that's done. Although, I guess we could. I almost flung that. I guess we could have just not had that tab. I don't even know the point of that tab. Anyways, so what I've noticed is the chest is actually easier to open than I thought. What I do is I try to push down this, and then I try to get my fingernail and pull on that, and then usually try to get one tab out, and then I do the same thing to the other side, so push that in, push the shoulder pauldron in, and then pull that tab out, and that just unlocked. And then usually that comes out. The other problem that I've seen, and I also have one myself, is that the pins inside here, don't know if you can see inside there, I know it's not going to be the best quality, but inside there is a little kind of cylinder joint, and around that it's got stress. And I thought, oh, that's a little scary. I don't like that. Oh, please don't. But then I realized the arm turns normally on both sides and doesn't seem to be breaking or anything. The stress seems to be a little worse today, but again, I don't feel like it's popping off. And I could be entirely wrong. It could just slip off any time right now. And yeah, that would have been a problem. But and they could have designed this a lot better than what they have now, but it just seems like maybe the peg or the metal pin was too big for it, and that's the problem. Because otherwise the arms move normally. This This arm feels a little too tight, and that does worry me, but still feels fine. So, and I do like this design for Starscream. The alt mode, by the way, flipping gorgeous. My God. I've been enjoying Earthrise Starscream more than I thought I would. I haven't noticed stress marks either. Yeah, I didn't even know that there were stress marks until I saw a photo online and someone just pointed it out. But yeah, not too bad. Do you want my opinion on any other toy right now? Is there any other one of these figures that you want me to talk about? Again, Studio Series, New Camaro Bumblebee, Springer, Starscream, Shatter, Megatron. I could go more in depth on Starscream. Do you have Siege Jetfire? Yes, I do, and he's the best Siege figure of all time. I don't have Skylinks. I want to get Skylinks eventually, but I'm not in a rush for it right now. B? Hey, Bumblebee. Okay, so I got this thing and I was super excited to get it, but there are a lot of problems with it. First of all, the transformation seems a little fiddly. Now, what is cool is that they tried to change up the transformation compared to a lot of other. I will talk about Spinster? Did I say Spinster? Quick thing about Spinster. I love that thing. Gorgeous figure. I love the transformation on it because it's different. Yeah, it's got the campy underneath. Yeah, it's wacky and it's definitely not a clean helicopter, but I love that thing. Gorgeous figure. I also love how tall it is. You know, because you feel like you get your values worth with that figure, especially with the prices going up. Uh, Anyways, on Bumblebee, I didn't even know that you could plug his cannon on his back. So that was kind of strange. But I love the overall look of this thing. The one thing I don't like is how the chest doesn't really lock into place and will slip out sometimes, even just on that joint too. So that just looks awkward. But otherwise, I mean, he looks the part. Another problem that I had, sorry, was the feet kept popping out, and especially on this side, it was loose and it would just wobble out. But I did some scraping in the tab section or in the hole itself, and I don't recommend doing that because you might destroy it. But I noticed that there was a bit of plastic that looked like it warped, and I just fixed that around, and I know it's still doing the same thing. So obviously it wasn't that. Um, but then I gave it a good push on this side, right here, down here, and then I pushed this, and I noticed the tire was getting in the way. So I had to push that without the tire getting in the way. And once I did, ta-da! Oh, ta-da! Seems to be fine. That was awkward for me. But anyways, the door wings are fine. Although I wish the tires moved out a little bit more. This side seems to just droop a little bit, but there's an indentation section or something. It's molded to fit the doors, so you know that's fine. But yeah, he looks good, and I'm glad they went with the face mask this time because you know we already have so many Bumblebees that show his face. Might as well get a face mask version. All right. You know what? I'll just go in order of what I showed. Studio Series Jet Shatter. That's a lot of backpack. That's a lot of junk in her trunk. Yeah, even without the wings, which I get why the wings are there, that's still a lot of backpack. But I do kind of like her. She looks good. One thing I don't like is how the head tilts inside there because it's hard to get out. But yeah, and you'll notice that it slips down pretty easily. It's just in a ball joint that's open from the back as well. But the guns are fine. She looks the part, especially with all the detail in the legs, the torso. You know, everything looks good, especially on the face. I mean, that's a proper face for Shatter. And the jet mode's pretty cool too. The transformation is very interesting, very different than what I'm used to for a Transformer. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the Jet Shatter. It's kind of funny seeing a jet with car parts. That isn't Springer. Studio Series Megatron. Let's take a look at him. So, first of all, the paint says a lot. Uh, Second, the size. It's pretty tall. It's about the same size as the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, which was already pretty tall. So that's good. Third, yes, it does have that same Revenge of the Fallen torso, but once you get it in hand, you barely notice it at all. The pictures really don't do it justice. This is a gorgeous looking thing that, yes, has big boots, but when you move them around, you notice he looks taller than he should be. Um, so that's pretty intimidating for Megatron. He does have this weird whip thing, and for some reason it has a rotational joint at the base of it, or not the base, but the that. So that's interesting. There you go. Ah, I can't talk today. But anyways, I think the best part about this Megatron is the head, because that head, you should see it in person. That head, even if you just pass by it in the store, just get a good look at that head. Gorgeous looking thing. The alt mode is pretty crazy, and this isn't even my favorite version of Megatron to come out. And I'm not talking about the toy. I'm talking about on screen. The look from Megatron was just kind of weird, at least to me. But that thing, brilliant looking toy. So, moving on to Siege Springer. Siege Springer, the one problem I have with him is he's missing the sword that's just in the other room, and the swords are warped. There's also a bunch of complicated parts in the transformation that I don't really enjoy, and I feel like I'm going to break it, but he looks good. He looks really good. Not sure how I feel about this bluish gray plastic. Oh, and that's another problem is the knees. But otherwise, he looks I'm sorry, he just looks really damn good. He looks like his G1 self, and I want that. As much as I like the Thrilling 30 Springer, that's a pretty cool toy. I just want something that was a little bit more G1. Who the hell disliked the stream? Probably someone that didn't like my combiner rant. But pretty cool. He's also got a lot of weapons, probably a lot more than he could handle, but overall the toy's great. And then going back to Earthrise Starscream, yeah, I simply really enjoy this thing, and I can't wait to get more, and I know I'm getting more. That's a kind of a spoiler to something that I'm getting in the mail, and I should be getting it in the mail pretty soon. Um, I kind of want to do this as a combined unboxing and live stream, but I'm going to do an unboxing in another video. I might show that I got the box if it's delivered, and I might go film it, but for right now, I don't have the box. But yeah, I like Starscream, and he's made me want to get the Thundercracker and Skywarp. That was on ToysRUs.ca for a while, and then it just disappeared. So I'm gonna keep my eye on it. But otherwise, yep, that's Starscream, really cool. And I did see that Transformers are gonna have a huge sale pretty soon. Uh, Toys R Us is doing a huge sale where a lot of the Transformers are going to be 60% off. And I am hoping to get a couple of figures from that because they just put on ToysRUs.ca Double Dealer and the Earthrise Optimus Prime. And I've had a really hard time trying to find that Earthrise Optimus. I know he's coming in Kingdom as well, but I have not been able to find in physical form. And originally, a leader class is about $70. That thing's going to be $30. Yeah, that's worth it for the Optimus Prime because I was kind of hesitant on paying $17 for it because, oh, it's a Voyager class toy with a box. Damn, wish I was in Canada right now. I guess we get in Toys R Us. Yeah, we don't get them often, but, once in a while. And I'm hoping we keep those in stock because usually Toys R Us will just remove it completely from the store right when the sale starts. They're kind of scummy when it comes to that. I got a message and you see my finger. That's a weird thing. On the topic of Earthrise, something about Barricade. Barricade has Walmart listing. Oh yeah, I did see later that yeah, there was a possible Netflix Barricade. I've seen Double Dealer and Earthrise Leader Optimus in my Walmart. It was last Thursday. Cool. Uh, yeah, that new Earth mode Barricade looks pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it because we don't have any Netflix stuff out here, and I don't know why. Series has been out since how long? So yeah. Um, Under the Sea. Trying to figure out something to talk about. Oh, so apparently Cyberverse is getting the wave 4 of Tiny Turbos. And there's a couple of exciting things. There's a Dark Energon Shockwave, which I would like to see. So the guy apparently also had the figures in hand, and the one figure that I'm curious about was the Shockwave, and he didn't have it. And it's kind of hard to tell that the Shockwave is different compared to the original one, but it does say Dark Energy on Shockwave. And you know what I just realized? That's interesting. So that's called Dark Energon Shockwave, but we have not seen Dark Energon in the show from what I can recall. Unless it's talking about when Shockwave does the spark thing and whatever. Um, or maybe the not physical form of Shockwave that was seen later on with the Meteor Fire episode. I can't remember what that one was, but yeah, it was just kind of weird. Um, there's also Alpha Strike, which is supposed to be Strika, I think. I think it's called Alpha Strike. I can't remember exactly. Weird name change, but whatever. There was Cup, there was Wild Wheel, there was an Energon Optimus Prime. So I guess they're supposed to go hand in hand. I think there was a Stealth Bumblebee. There was an Ironhide. That was surprising because we have not seen Ironhide in the show. Um, Surprised that we have a Tiny Turbo Prowl, but they didn't do a smoke screen or a blue streak. I feel like they should have. What else did they do? I can't remember what else they did. Hmm. There's a whole bunch of figures that I'm not remembering, but I love the Tiny Turbos. I got the Whirlwind RC recently. What do you think of Earthrise Soundwave? That's a pretty cool looking figure that I would definitely like to get. I would love to get that figure. I don't have it, but yeah. Why is Under the Sea stuck in my head? Non-wheeljack. Yep, those are two others. Non-wheeljack. The Na obviously is that Sharkticon mold repurposed into tiny turbos, which makes sense. The wheeljack looks a little weird, especially on the head. God, I wish I had my laptop out, but I don't. I do like seeing Abominus, I really do, and I'm glad that more people can get the opportunity to get it. Especially when it's got actually matching hands to the feet, because that was one of my problems with it. Yeah, the Laser Beacon Ravage I would like to get another set of anyways. I think it's a repaint of Hot Rod. I thought Wheeljack was different because it's got a different face. Could be wrong. Uh, what else? I know there's more in that because that's about what 8 figures that we've rolled off. Okay, so Stealth Bumblebee, Nah, Wheeljack, Optimus, Ironhide, Shockwave, Alpha Strike, Cup. Uh, It's really hard to remember all these things. I'm trying to remember who shows up in the actual. Oh, Slipstream. That's another one that shows up. Skybite. Yep. So that leaves what, two other figures that we're trying to figure out. Definitely want that Ironhide. Thunderhowl, and then something else. We already said Cup. As soon as I come up with some more money, I'll ship your package up. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I don't know why I use that voice. I constantly think that the camera's this side, the camera's that side. Why is that song stuck in my head? Okay, so... God, it's gonna drive me nuts who the other figure is. Oh, that's fine. Can you get Larry? Alright. Larry Arts Productions also sent me out. Go subscribe to Larry Arts Productions. Do it now. Is it Wild Wheel? No, we said Wild Wheel. Didn't we say Wild Wheel when we were counting? So yeah. Here's the layer E. It is an old custom, by the way. So some of the paint's been scratched up. Kingdom Warpath beats the old generation. All Warpaths are equal. I'm just saying, except for maybe the Combiner Wars one. Maybe that's why I'm so distasteful for Combiner Wars. This is a little Warpath, although he is kind of adorable too. So. Plus, also, I love the gold in the chest. Actually, you know what? I still like this Warpath. So, you know what? Fine. It's beautiful. Are you gonna do a Canadian review of Omega Supreme and Scorpionock? I don't know. Maybe. Oh my god. It's a guy. Can't seem to get the legs straight. There we go. Hopefully I did that right. No, I did not. I can't get the legs further than that. I got the legs further than that. Okay. I got a little nervous there transforming this guy. I'm just trying to transform the little tiny Warpath. I should do this on screen so that you guys can be blown away by the imagination of Warpath. Because I can't figure this thing out. Is G1 better than Combiner Wars? I don't know. The only G1 combiner I have is Devastator, and it's not even a G1 Devastator. It's a knockoff, so, you know, I don't have the best experience when it comes to the G1 combiners. Although Predaking looks pretty cool. He also looks kind of messy to me. Are you excited for A6 Studio Series figure releases? I wasn't at first, but now I'm like, oh, I'm kind of on board with it because they're trying to make them look more like the original cartoon film. They're more based on that. And we already had some figures that are more based on the toys, like that Titans Returns Cup, which... So I'm more excited for the Studio Series Cup coming out. By the way, I did it. I did Warpath. The difficult part was trying to get these legs on straight. But, yay, Warpath. A little tiny Warpath. I love that we're getting a Warpath that is a little bit smaller compared to everyone else, because I feel like that's a good compromise. I didn't want a Warpath that's taller than, let's see, than Jazz or Ironhide, or about the same height. I can't seem to get that around. I don't know why that joint is tight right now. Scaring me. I'm surprised some little people are asking about Dexter, my new puppy. Which, by the way, I made a post saying, hey guys, guess what I just got? And then as soon as I posted what I got, people are asking me, oh, what did you get? And I'm like, a dog. And even the other day, I was getting questions about it, and it's like, a dog. There we go. There you go. Put Warpath right there. Why don't you stand, you little boy? Slut. I don't slut shame. Let's see. I got like 5 figures in front of me. I don't know why I'm not messing with those. Let's see. One day we'll do Bruticus. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Anything can be a weaponizer. You just need to disassemble it. In fact, you probably don't even need to disassemble it. Look, Bumblebee has a jetpack. Dexter is best puppy, yes. 69. Should have come with the enemy scrotum, but no. Am I the only one who's a little disappointed that we're getting a Devastator box set? Because they spent all this time, trying to release all the Devastator parts, and it's like, oh, you could have had them all in one go. I do need that Overload, though, and hopefully some store has it. I'm sure some store will. But that is the only figure that I need. Then I'll have a complete Devastator. What happened with Siege Unicron? It wasn't meant to come out during Siege. It was meant to come out, I think, next year, actually. Maybe it's because they thought, okay, people won't make as many 69 jokes if they don't get it because they already have it. I'm just gonna say it. I really like my Siege, or not Siege, Earthrise Starscream. I mean, I still like my Siege Starscream, but I keep looking at that Earthrise one, and it's like, oof, oof, oof. Even with his giant backpack nose cone. I am your new leader, and as leader, I say, free popcorn for everyone. Yeah. I like how the bird went with it. No, I love that Siege Starscream. It's one of my favorite Siege figures. By the way, thanks to Crimson Raptors for the Siege Springer. I needed to mention that. And someone had mentioned Spinister. Thank you to 01 Transpan for the Spinister. That was weird. My phone just went, hey, we're reconnecting. You are live. It's like it just restarted itself. That was weird. So yes, I thank you, Crimson Raptors, for the Siege Springer. And now with that, I have every Voyager from Siege's mainline. I have Optimus Prime, Megatron, Starscream Soundwave, Springer, Thundercracker, 8-Face. I think that's all of them. I know there's more because, you got the Skywar pack and you have the exclusive Optimus and Megatron. You also have the Seeker 3 pack and whatnot. I'm just talking about the main line Voyager class toys. Weakest Siege Voyager is 8-Face for me. I like it a little more than I thought I would. People keep telling me, oh, that figure is super fiddly. I'm like, I can figure it out just fine. So, I mean, to each their own, but yeah. V5 Brian doesn't like me, and that's bad. I don't know if you can see that I picked up. Okay, you could see. Cool. I do like this set a lot. Don't get me wrong. Oh, and someone said, well, you have most of the combiners. I actually don't have most of the combiners. I have Superion, Menasor, Optimus Maximus, whatever that one is, Bruticus, that one, Abominus, and Volcanicus, as well as I have Alita Infinite, or whatever it's called. And then some other combiners that are just mashups of other things. But yeah, I don't have every combiner. I don't have most of them because they made a lot. Anyways, I do have to head out. I apologize for this, but yeah, I have to go. Please like, comment. Oh, do you think we'll get another triple changer in the main lines in spring? We could. I think we would down the line, but maybe not in Kingdom. Maybe after that. We'll have to wait and see, but who knows. Anyways, with that said, oh wow, that sucks. That's weird. Don't know why they would do that. That's fine. Come and get the voice of Shockwave. I think we got the voice of Shockwave. Oh no! My pancakes have burnt. Don't hate me so much for my opinion on combiners, and I will see you guys next time.